A farmer hears a scream at night. Something's killing his livestock. A snake with two heads fights itself in a zoo. These scary creatures were hidden for years, locked in labs, deep seas, or rusty cages. From a giant anaconda tied up at a dam to a creepy chupacabra in Ukraine, this video shows 20 real monsters that'll shock you. They were kept secret, their stories buried until now. So here's a countdown from spooky to terrifying. Stick around, because number 2, a two-headed snake, is just the beginning. Number 20, Fifi, the Syrian brown bear. In 1995, a Pennsylvania roadside zoo closed, leaving Fifi, a Syrian brown bear, trapped in a tiny rusty cage. For 20 years, she suffered, her light brown fur matted, her body racked with arthritis. Weighing up to 550 pounds, with white claws unique to her subspecies, Fifi was forced to perform tricks until she was 10. By 2015, her sunken eyes told a story of neglect. A whistleblower alerted PETA, and rescuers moved her to Colorado's wild animal sanctuary, spanning 720 acres. In 5 months, Fifi's spirit returned. She swam and roamed freely. Her story went viral, exposing cruel zoos. Fifi died in 2019, but her fight lingers. That was a bear locked in a cage, but next, a circus nightmare left another bear unrecognizable. Keep watching. Number 19, Cholita, the Andean bear. In 2005, Peruvian authorities raided an illegal circus and found Cholita, an Andean spectacled bear, crammed in a 5-foot by 5-foot box. Her claws were cut to stumps, her teeth smashed to prevent attacks, and stress stripped her of nearly all her black fur, leaving her bald and frail. Weighing only 150 pounds, far less than the typical 300 for her species, she was moved to a small zoo. In 2015, Animal Defenders International rescued her, planning a flight to Colorado's wild animal sanctuary. But her weak health stopped the trip. Instead, they built her a forest home in Peru's Taracaya Reserve. By 2022, Cholita thrived, playing in her pool. She died in 2023 at 33. That bear's pain was tough. But next, a cat with 2 faces shocked everyone. Continue watching. Number 18, Frank and Louie. In September 1999, a breeder brought a tiny kitten to Tufts University's vet school in Massachusetts to be put down. Born with 2 faces, 2 mouths, 2 noses, and 3 blue eyes, Frank and Louie, a ragdoll cat, wasn't expected to live past a few days. Vet nurse Marty Stevens took him home, tube feeding him every 2 hours for 3 months. Against all odds, he learned to eat with one mouth, the other lacking a lower jaw. Weighing up to 12 pounds, he lived 15 years, earning a 2012 Guinness World Record as the oldest Janus cat. Cancer ended his life in 2014. Marty walked him on a leash daily, his friendly purrs winning hearts. That cat's double face was wild, but next, a turtle's neck moves like a snake. Watch on. Number 17, Snakeneck turtle. In 2010, a zookeeper at Australia's Adventure Aquarium noticed a strange turtle hunting fish. The eastern snakeneck turtle, Chelodina longicollis, used its long neck, half its 10-inch shell length, to strike like a snake. Native to southeastern Australia's Murray-Darling Basin, these turtles live in slow-moving swamps and rivers. They suck prey like fish, tadpoles, and crustaceans into their mouths by creating a vacuum, eating up to 20 small fish daily. When threatened, they spray a foul-smelling musk 3 feet away, earning the nickname Stinker. Zoos keep them in 100-gallon tanks to mimic their sandy bottom habitats, as wild populations face fox predation, with 90% of eggs lost. In 2023, one survived 15 days under ice, a rare feat. That turtle's neck was creepy, but next, a toad hides underground with a weirder look. Continue watching. Number 16. Mexican burrowing toad. In 2018, a biologist in Costa Rica spotted a Mexican burrowing toad, Rhinophrynus dorsalis, after heavy rains. This 3-inch amphibian, the only member of its family, lives underground in burrows, emerging just 1 to 3 days yearly to breed in temporary pools. Its flat, balloon-like body, dark brown with a red-orange back stripe, swells during mating calls, sounding like a loud whoa-oh-oh-a. With shovel-like feet and a spiny snout, it digs to eat ants and termites using a unique tongue that shoots straight out. Found from South Texas to Costa Rica, it's rare in the U.S. with only 100 sightings in Texas since 1950. Its 190-million-year-old lineage makes it a living fossil. That toad's hidden life was odd, but next, an insect mimics a predator to scare its foes. Stay tuned. Number 15. Alligator Bug. In 2017, a hiker in Brazil's Amazon rainforest froze when he saw an insect that looked like a tiny caiman. The alligator bug, or peanut-headed lanternfly, Fulgora laternaria, grows to 3.5 inches long with a wingspan up to 5.9 inches. Its head has a hollow peanut-shaped bulge with fake eyes, mimicking a reptile to scare birds. When threatened, it flashes yellow eye spots on its hind wings and releases a skunk-like smell. Found in Brazil, Panama, and Mexico, these bugs feed on plant sap and live in tropical forests. Entomologists sometimes keep them in humid terrariums to study their mimicry, but most die within weeks. In 2020, one startled a village, mistaken for a monster. That insect's trick was scary, but next, a massive sea beast attacks a car. Stick around. Number 14. Homer the elephant seal. In April 2000, Gisborne, New Zealand, woke to chaos. Homer, a southern elephant seal, hauled his 4,500-pound, 14-foot body onto a boat ramp, claiming it as home. He smashed barriers, crushed 3 cars, wrecked boat trailers, and toppled a trash bin. One night he crossed a road, rubbed against a power box, and blacked out a restaurant. Likely the same seal called Dumbo in Christchurch, where he climbed a 2-meter wall and trashed 2 cars. Homer drew global news, even a website, homer.co.nz. Barriers failed when a swell moved them, and locals watched as he slept off his rampage. By June, he vanished, leaving Gisborne stunned. That seal's havoc was wild, but next, a deep-sea creature looks like a nightmare. See what's coming. Number 13. Blobfish. In 2003, a fishing net off Australia's coast hauled up a pink, gelatinous creature. The blobfish, Cycrolutes marcatus, lives 2,000 to 4,000 feet deep, where pressure is 120 times higher than at sea level. Its 12-inch body, weighing up to 20 pounds, lacks muscle, floating like jelly to save energy. At depth, it looks like a normal fish, but surface pressure collapses it into a droopy, frowning blob, earning it the world's ugliest animal title in 2013. Fewer than 100 have been seen since 1970, as deep-sea trawling rarely catches them. Scientists study them briefly before they die, unable to survive low pressure. In 2022, one washed ashore in Tasmania, baffling locals. That fish's face was creepy, but next, a deep-sea crab grows fur like a monster. Don't miss it. Number 12. Yeti Crab. In March 2005, scientists dove 7,200 feet down to the Pacific Antarctic Ridge near Easter Island in the DSV Alvin submersible. They found Kiwa hirsuta, a 6-inch long crab covered in silky blonde hair-like bristles. Named the Yeti Crab, it lives on hydrothermal vents where water hits 720 degrees Fahrenheit, deadly to most creatures. Up to 700 crabs pile per square meter, clinging to vents to avoid freezing in 35-degree Fahrenheit seas. Their hairy claws grow bacteria, which they farm by waving their arms, then eat with comb-like mouths. Blind with tiny eyes lacking pigment, they've thrived for 40 million years. One specimen, now in Paris's French National History Museum, stunned researchers, revealing a new crab family, Kiwaidae. That crab's hairy arms were strange, but next, a deep-sea eel swallows prey whole. Don't stop now. Number 11. Gulper Eel. In 2018, a Nautilus research team off Hawaii's coast, 3,300 feet underwater, filmed a gulper eel, Eurypharynx peleconoides. This 3-foot-long creature has a jaw 12 times wider than its head, stretching like a pelican's pouch to swallow fish twice its size. Its glowing tail tip lures prey in the pitch-black Pacific. Weighing just 2 pounds, it thrives in low-oxygen waters at pressures 100 times surface levels. Only 50 sightings have been recorded since 1960, as nets often destroy their fragile bodies. A juvenile, briefly studied in a 2019 submersible, puffed its cheeks in defense before vanishing. Deep-sea labs can't keep them alive, making each sighting rare. In 2020, one washed up in Japan, dead but intact. That eel's mouth was freaky, but next, a giant bug crawls like a horror movie. Stay with us. If you're loving this video, smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts. Which creature has scared you most so far? Tell us below. Number 10. Australian Giant Arthropod. In 2024, miners in Queensland's Bowen Basin stumbled on a fossilized creature in a coal seam. Arthropleura, a giant millipede-like arthropod, measured 8.5 feet long and weighed up to 110 pounds. Living 340 million years ago in swampy forest, it had 60 to 70 segments and 120 legs, leaving 2-foot-wide tracks. Its head, scanned in France in 2024, showed millipede-like jaws for eating decaying plants, not prey. Fossils, first found in 1854, suggest it thrived in Europe and North America's humid Carboniferous era. The Queensland specimen, now at Brisbane's Queensland Museum, was preserved in siderite rock, revealing soft tissues. Scientists estimate Arthropleura's size rivaled small cars, dominating ancient forests. That millipede's size was massive. But next, a living snake gets caught in a deadly trap. Catch the next one. Number 9. Trapped python in Thailand. In 2022, farmers in Thailand's Chanthaburi province set a trap near a river. They built a 6-foot fence with a narrow pipe and dangled a live chicken as bait. A 12-foot Burmese python weighing 80 pounds smelled the chicken and slithered through the pipe, but its 6-inch thick body got stuck. Thrashing for hours, it couldn't reach the bait or escape. The farmers, alerted by the chicken's squawks, found the snake at dawn. It took 3 men to pull the python out, taping its jaws shut to prevent bites. Burmese pythons can eat animals up to 100 pounds, and Thailand reports 200 snakebite cases yearly. This one was relocated to a wildlife center, never to hunt again. That snake's trap was tight, but next, a python picks a rooftop for its hideout. Don't miss it. Number 8. Python on the roof. In March 2019, a Bangkok homeowner woke at 1 a.m. to a thud above his bedroom. He climbed to the roof and found a 6-meter reticulated python, weighing 40 pounds, coiled across the tiles. Its head hung near the door, tail stretched to the edge, perfectly filling the 6-meter roof. The Bang Na Fire Department arrived, needing 4 men to wrestle the snake into a sack. Photos went viral, hitting 10,000 shares on Facebook. Reticulated pythons, Thailand's longest snake, can reach 10 meters and eat dogs or pigs. This one likely hunted rats in the nearby Swalasal 30 alley. It was released in a forest 20 miles away. That rooftop snake was huge, but next, a farmer faces a python that ate his livestock. Find out what happened. Number 7. The snake in the barn. In July 2024, A farmer in Thailand's Nakhon Ratchasima province checked his barn after losing 5 chickens in a week. Inside he found a 15-foot reticulated python, its belly swollen from a recent meal. The snake, weighing 90 pounds, had slithered through a broken wooden panel, drawn by the scent of poultry. Too heavy to move after eating, it coiled in a corner, hissing at the farmer's flashlight. He called a local rescue team who spent 40 minutes roping it. Reticulated pythons, common in Thailand's rural areas, can eat prey up to 150 pounds, with 100 reported livestock attacks yearly. The snake was relocated to a forest 30 miles away, and the farmer fixed his barn. That python was a livestock killer, but next, a massive snake attacks hunters in a swamp. Number 6. Burmese Python. On July 10, 2023, hunters in Florida's Big Cypress National Preserve tracked a massive Burmese python. This 19-foot snake, weighing 125 pounds, set a world record for length. It lunged at one hunter, coiling around his leg before 3 others pried it off. Native to Thailand's swamps and jungles, Burmese pythons grow up to 200 pounds and eat mammals, birds, even alligators. In Florida, over 30,000 roam the Everglades, an invasive threat since a 1992 hurricane freed pet snakes. This one was caught after eating a 77-pound deer found in its stomach during a necropsy. Relocated to a research lab, it died during study. Florida's Python Challenge removes 600 snakes yearly. That python's grip was deadly, but next, a giant snake invades a home and fights back. You have to see this! Number 5. Kitchen Anaconda Panic. In September 2024, a 64-year-old woman in Samut Prakan, Thailand, was washing dishes at 8:30 p.m. when a sharp pain hit her thigh. A 13-foot green anaconda weighing 44 pounds had bitten her and coiled around her torso, dragging her to the kitchen floor. She fought for 2 hours, grabbing its head, but it only squeezed tighter. Her screams went unheard until a neighbor passed by at 10 p.m., calling police. Rescuers broke down her door and spent 30 minutes prying the snake off. The anaconda, likely from a nearby pond, was released 10 miles away. Thailand sees 50 anaconda attacks yearly, mostly non-fatal. She recovered in hospital, shaken but alive. That snake turned a kitchen into a nightmare, but next, a record-breaking python lives in a haunted house. Check it out! Number 4. Medusa. In 2011, a Kansas City haunted house, The Edge of Hell, showcased Medusa, a reticulated python that set a Guinness World Record as the longest snake in captivity. Measuring 25 feet, 2 inches, and weighing 350 pounds, she was just 7 years old. Her 12-inch wide body needed 15 handlers to lift during annual measurements. Fed 40-pound pigs weekly, she grew steadily in a 30-foot enclosure mimicking Thailand's jungles. By 2023, Medusa reached 26 feet, drawing 10,000 visitors yearly. Native to Thailand, reticulated pythons can live 20 years. But Medusa's size made her a legend. She hissed at crowds, her yellow-brown pattern gleaming under lights. In 2024, she laid 20 eggs, none viable. She remains a star attraction. That snake was a giant, but next, workers chain a massive anaconda in a jungle dam. You won't want to miss it. Number 3. Chained giant at the dam. In February 2016, a blast shook a cave at Brazil's Belo Monte Dam site in Altamira, Pará. Construction workers clearing rubble found a 33-foot green anaconda weighing 880 pounds with a 3-foot diameter. The snake, likely stunned by the explosion, was chained to a crane and hoisted, its yellow spotted belly swaying. Footage posted by worker Alexandra Flores hit 2.6 million views on YouTube. Green anacondas, native to the Amazon, can eat 200-pound prey like caimans. Critics slammed the workers for possibly killing the snake, though its fate remains unclear. The dam, set to be the world's fourth largest, displaced 20,000 people. This anaconda's size sparked debate, as no scientist measured it. That anaconda was a monster, but next, a snake with two heads battles itself in a zoo. You'll be stunned. Number 2. Two-headed albino marvel. In July 2011, Yalta's Skazka Zoo in Ukraine welcomed a rare albino California king snake, 3 feet long with 2 heads, weighing 1.5 pounds. Each head with its own brain moved separately, one bold, the other shy. Zookeepers fed them mice twice weekly, using a card to stop the heads from fighting, as the dominant head sometimes tried to eat the other. Born in captivity, this snake, valued at $50,000, drew 5,000 visitors monthly until September 2011. Bicephaly, seen in just 1 in 100,000 snakes, makes survival tough, but this one thrived under care. Its white scales and red eyes stunned crowds. After the exhibit, it moved to a private collector. That snake's double heads were creepy, but next, a blood-drinking beast terrifies a village. Get ready for the finale. Number 1. Ukrainian chupacabra. In June 2016, Ivan, a farmer in Rukshin, Ukraine, grabbed his pitchfork after losing 20 chickens and rabbits over 2 months. In his barn, he found a 4-foot creature with a long neck, sharp fangs, and hairless gray skin, sucking blood from a rabbit. He killed it, ending its nightly raids. The animal, weighing 15 pounds, had oversized paws and ears, resembling an African fox, but with odd teeth, baffling vets. Valery Dopiriak, a local vet, said it didn't match any known species. Some called it a chupacabra, a mythical beast from Puerto Rico's 1995 livestock attacks. Villagers reported 50 similar incidents in Chernivtsi since 2010. Experts later suggested it was a mange-ridden fox, but Ivan's tale fueled 1.2 million online views. We've reached the end. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to our channel for more creepy content. Comment below, which creature freaked you out most? See you next time.